My name is Habeeb, and I'm going to be presenting some pilot data from this study that involves different types of efficacy beliefs as well as performance as people perform a team rope pulling task. We know that efficacy and performance are interrelated. There are different types of efficacy that we can consider when examining teams, and these include self-efficacy, other efficacy or belief in a teammate, and collective efficacy or belief in the team's abilities. And in field studies, we have quite a bit of evidence to support the link between these different types of efficacy beliefs and performance. Unfortunately, there's only one study that has been done that includes experimental evidence of the relational efficacy beliefs and performance. This study is limited, however, in that it focused on only self-efficacy and other efficacy, and it was done with a coactive task. This leads to a gap in the literature and the purpose of this specific study, which is to examine the relative effects of self-efficacy and other efficacy on collective efficacy and performance during an interdependent task. 20 male participants were involved in this pilot study. They were put into pairs where they did not know the other person. Once they came into the lab, completed consent forms and demographic information, we attached 4 wireless EMG sensors to their body. They then pulled on a rope for a team practice round together. This included 4 separate pulls, with each pull being 5 seconds in length, with alternating positions across the rope for each pull. After their practice round, they were given bogus feedback, as identified above. Based on this feedback, participants understood whether their personal or partner were very good or bad at this task compared to other people in the study. We then measured their self, other, and collective efficacy and asked them to perform in a team competition round incentivized with gift cards for $25. And we were able to analyze not only the mean efficacy by each condition, but the change in force from the practice to competition rounds at the team and individual level. As a reminder, there were 4 conditions associated with our manipulated feedback to participants. When examining the efficacy beliefs that were measured directly after this manipulation, we see some interesting patterns. The highest self-efficacy resulted in condition A when a participant was told everyone on the team was good at the task. However, the lowest self-efficacy, other efficacy, and collective efficacy was reported by participants in condition B and C, rather than condition D. It seems that when participants have differing levels of abilities, it results in lower efficacy beliefs about personal or partner or team abilities. Now, there were some interesting findings with performance as well. For looking at team improvements or increases in force in this task, we see that the largest increase is associated with condition D. When we look at individual force increases, we can see that under certain conditions and further under certain positions on the rope, there are higher increases in force for an individual. Based on this pilot data, we can start to conclude a few things. First, it appears that collective efficacy is not equivalent to self-efficacy plus other efficacy. When comparing the collective efficacy belief ratings of conditions B and C, they were different, even though performance feedback additively should have added to relatively the same numbers. Second, there's probably some social comparison effects going on because self-efficacy was reported lower when the partner was thought to be good at the task compared to when the partner was thought to be bad at the task. At the same time, the largest individual performance improvements occurred in condition D when one thought everyone on the team was bad, but only when they were standing in the position at the front of the rope. Finally, there's probably some team motivation going on here that we need to pay attention to when we measure performance as far as a change or improvement from to the competition, because the largest team improvement occurred for a bad team. Thank you for spending 5 minutes on this presentation. I hope you all have a wonderful day.